And after you leave a like, remember to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. And remember to hit the notification bell so every time I post a video, you can know right away. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. What's up, my YouTube friends, viewers, subscribers, everybody? Welcome back to another banger motivational video. And the topic for today is self-esteem. Let's get it. So we got two types of people in this world. I don't know why I almost put up four fingers again. So we got two types of people, as I've said. One with high self-esteem and one with low self-esteem. So it's been broken down in different areas, but I'm gonna focus on three. First one, value, opinion, and beliefs. There's like way more, but I think these three are very important and it has a lot to do with our self-esteem. So the first one is value, how we value ourselves. So if you do not know what value you have, it's the same as like a house, a car, something that worth something. So have to do with, say, achievements, how much it costs. If you do not value yourself as a person, then maybe you didn't achieve anything. Because people with high self-esteem are hard workers, they're dedicated, they're focusing on something. Those are the people with high self-esteem. That's why they seem so arrogant and all this type of stuff. But value, when you talk about value, it's like you have high value for yourself or you're a low value person. If you are a low value person, then that means, say, you're maybe unemployed or you're not getting paid or you didn't buy nothing or you didn't achieve anything. Because a person with value, like, let me break it down even more. If you buy a house for $1 million and the bank approved that house so you can get the mortgage, you are now worth $1 million. If you buy a car for 100 grand, even if you don't have the 100 grand, and say you are eligible to finance that car for 100 grand, the moment you achieve it, that's additional to your worth, to your value. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it's the things that we achieve in life truly value who we are. It defines who we are and say who we're becoming. Because like anything you achieve, as long as it's like worth something, then it's important. Because guess what? If you ever notice when somebody loses something very important to them, it has value. That's why when they lose something, they go crazy and it's never the same. Notice you can say, even your phone. If you're, say, a young person and you're always on your phone, notice as soon as your screen crack or something, like it's no longer there, then you know the true meaning of it. Because when it's there, you see it all the time. So it's like it's always there. So you don't truly value it until it's gone. That's when you know the true worth of something. So in order for you to build up your self-esteem, the first step I would say is start working on yourself. Because if you have low self-esteem, then that means you don't really value nothing in life. You don't really want to achieve nothing. You don't want to do nothing with yourself. You just bring yourself like average person. You know what I mean? But if you're a high value person, like you value yourself to this extreme, then that means you have a lot of stuff going on. You know, you're making big moves. You're a business owner and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to teach people how to increase their self-esteem. Because I've already told you about, say, the value that you have. It's what you achieve. So if you, say, go to the mall, because I'm a type of guy. I get joy out of, say, like sneaker shopping, treating myself, like, you know, like self-care, taking care of myself. And say others. I get joy from doing that. So all the stuff that I've bought, including, like shoes, clothes, accessories, bedroom set, my car, all those stuff is what I'm worth. So even though I already spend the money, I have it. So it's additional to whatever I'm worth, if you understand what I mean, including your savings. So if you are working, say, a regular 9-to-5 job, and you say you save 10 grand, your life is worth 10 grand. That's what you're valued, including accessories that you've bought. So if you never, say, buy anything and you never achieve anything and you're not doing anything, you're just working and saving, then whatever you have in your saving account, that's what you're valued, that's what you're worth. But if you have 10 grand in your saving account and you buy car, bed, all this type of stuff, then you're worth more than 10 grand. That's how something is valid. Notice a car. When you say you go buy, like, not say buy, but a car that's like brand new that hasn't been driven for 100 kilometers. That's like classified as brand new. You know what I mean? So that car may cost, say, 20 grand, brand new. If somebody buy it and they have it for a year and it's like, say, 500 kilometers, 5,000 kilometers driven, sorry, then the value decreases. That's a car. Some value go up and some value go down. So for like cars, the more you drive it, the more the value decreases. It's still brand new. The year, the model is still, say, whatever the year or model is. But the car value decreases based off how much it's been driven. But like, say, a house, the value always go up. So let's say you buy a house and it's like unfurnished or whatever. And, you add some stuff in it. You put, like, say, if you have a basement, you create a movie room in your basement or whatever it is that you create in your basement. Like you make your home comfortable. The value, like for housing, the value increases. So if you buy a house for, say, 100 grand and you live there for 4 or 5 years and, you're always maintaining your house, you keep up the property value, all these kind of stuff, the value increases. So the same thing go for us. In order for you to keep up your value, you have to, say, achieve stuff or achieving more stuff. And, say, working harder. Not say working hard, but working hard for oneself. That's how you keep up your value. Because a lot of people think they can, like, sit down and do absolutely nothing with themselves. And then they think they're worth a lot of stuff. Like, no, that's not how it goes. Especially, say, for, like, women. A woman think if she's naturally attractive, she ain't got to work. But what exactly value does she have? And for a guy may think, if he's awesome, if he's very attractive, he don't have to work on himself because he's attractive. That's not me. I may be attractive, but I also put in the work. So with that being said, you can put a woman that's, say, attractive, not doing nothing with herself, compared to another attractive woman that's working on herself and, getting stuff going and all these kind of stuff. Which one you think have more value? They're both attractive. But the one with more value is the one that's, like, getting paid, working on herself, doing stuff. Like, value is not, say, our physical appearance, but what we achieve throughout our life. You know what I mean? So a lot of people think, say, when they have a nice physical appearance, they are valued. But that's not how you are valued. Like, how we value ourselves, like I've said, is what we have in our bank account, where we live, like how we carry ourselves, how we see ourselves, all the achievements that we have. But don't get me wrong, the older we get, the more you guys will understand this. So if you're a person with low self-esteem, that's because you don't really value yourself. You're not, say, doing much with yourself. So you get up every day, day by day, not doing anything. You don't got a job. Maybe you got a job. Maybe you're working once or twice a week. Maybe you're going to school. So, you sit down and you think with yourself, oh, well, I feel bad about myself and this and this and that. And if you hate yourself, that will also help increase you not valuing yourself if you hate yourself. Because you're not so you hate yourself. You're not in the gym. You don't want to work. You don't want to focus on nothing. You don't want to start a career. That's why you feel like you have low self-esteem. Because you don't truly value yourself. And if you value yourself, even though you may not have it, our mindset, like I always say, is how we view the world. If you can make stuff happen, then eventually you need to work on yourself and then make stuff happen. But that's the value, how we value yourself. The same thing, like when you value accessories. If you go look at a Bugatti and it's like $1 billion and you're like, ooh, this car's worth $1 billion. Yes, it is. If somebody buy that car, their life is now worth $1 billion. You know what I mean? So they may not, say, have $1 billion in their account, but say they multi-millionaire and they bought that car for $1 billion and they put, like, say, $200 million down payment on that car. So you know what I mean? So that's how we value ourselves. The same way how you value things, that's the same way how we value ourselves. So let's say your phone, for an example. If you're a type of person where you do most of your business, transaction, all those stuff on your phone, like me, you value your phone more than somebody that's doing absolutely nothing, no business on their phone. So let's say A person that's doing like they don't have no business going on their phone. All it is like scroll through social media, watching everybody else, blah 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 blah. If their phone fall and hit the floor, they're gonna probably look and pick it up. But if you're a person that you got your banking information on there, you pay all your bills on there, you do all your business, if not most of your business, on your phone. By the time you see your phone falling, you're gonna do everything to try to catch it because you don't want your screen to crack, because you value your phone because you have all your stuffs on there. You know what I mean? So when your phone hits the floor, the first thing you're gonna be like is then you're going to prepare for the worst. Then when you pick up the phone and you notice that the screen is not cracked, then you feel a lot better because that's all your business is on your phone. You know what I mean? So it's like how you value things. It's the same way how you value yourself. So if you got low self-esteem, like I've said, then you need to put more work in. You can't expect to have high expectation for your self-esteem when you're doing absolutely nothing with yourself. You're not, say, achieving nothing. You're not growing. You're not evolving. That's why you have low self-esteem, because you're not, say, achieving anything. You're not setting no goals to move forward. So how can you have a high self-esteem when, because like you're not achieving anything, so your value as a human being is not going up. And normally, say, goal, the longer you have goals sitting, the more the value increases, like the same like house. So with that being said, is the older we get, the wiser we need to be, and the more value we should have as a person. So if you notice you're getting older and you still, say, look at yourself the same way, you still feel like you have low self-esteem, that's because you're not achieving nothing. So my advice to you is, in order for you to build up your self-esteem, you need to be chasing after something. You need to figure out what your purpose is, what you need to be doing. That's how we value yourself. Because if you go buy a bedroom set, notice all the bedroom sets in the furniture store are priced different because they're worth different stuff, because they're made from different material. So with that being said, is you go to a furniture store, you look around, you're like, oh, I like this, I like this. You look around, you pick the best one that you want. You know what I mean? Because if you go, say, like, all the bedroom set is different price because they're worth differently. You know what I mean? So with that being said, is you can be the same age as somebody else, but they're worth, their value. I was about to say they're worth more than you, but they have more value than you. Because it's what they're doing, it's what they're achieving, it's what they're buying. So start from your value. You need to look within yourself and see, like, what you have achieved, where you are in life, what you need to be doing in order to build up your self-esteem. Because the moment you start achieving something, I don't really know about y'all, but for me, I think, like, the moment I get something, I always focus on what's next, what's next, what's next. That's why I hate going to the shoe store, I hate going in the furniture store, because I always walk out with something. You know what I mean? So you have to discipline yourself and put yourself in order. If you're, say, an adult, don't expect your parents or your friends to say, oh, get yourself in order. No. You need to want it as bad. And if you think, oh, my parents and my family is rich, I don't have to do nothing. They're rich, but you don't have no value. If you know what I mean. Your parents' riches have nothing to do with you. You may inherit everything, but you will eventually lose it because you don't truly value yourself. You didn't earn it. And when you earn stuff, your value increases because you know how it feels like to earn it. So will you want to lose it? No. When you work hard to get something, there's absolutely no way you're going to sit down and risk losing everything. Because guess what? You know how it is to earn it. People that inherit stuff without knowing how it feels like to earn it, they always lose it. Because they didn't develop, like they never had a sensation of how to really, like, put in the work, sacrifice, work hard every day just to have something. That's why. So in order for you to build up your self-esteem, the first step is how we value yourself. You need to set goals for yourself. You need to start doing something productive with your life. That can increase your self-esteem. So if you carry yourself like less than how you're supposed to be, then it won't increase. And people that have value within themselves and people that are achieving stuff, they know people with no value when they see them. That's why they never look your way. So if you think, oh, I'm a girl and I'm attractive and I don't have to do nothing and I can find a guy that's doing everything, a lot of guys see you, they're just not, they know, like, people know people with value. And the same thing go for A guy, if you think, oh, I'm attractive and I'm a star, I'm a football player, I'm a basketball player, I don't have to do nothing. A woman that's like working on herself will not pick you. You may be attractive, but what exactly, what can you bring towards her? Especially if she's not inspired by you. You know what I mean? So stuff like that really matter to build up your self-esteem. And the second one is our opinion, meaning the choices that we make. Because let me tell you something. A lot of people think their past determines who they are and where they live, and all this kind of stuff defines who they are. But really, no. What really defines a person is the choices you make today. Because I've always say, whatever decision you make today will definitely determine your future tomorrow. A lot of people think, oh, I'm from a broken home, so that's why I'm like this. No. Wherever you're from, the decision you make have nothing to do with where you're from. How much people that say started from nothing and they didn't inherit anything and they're now business owners? They never sit down and complain about where they're from. So your opinion about yourself, man. I'm not talking about your opinion for everyone and everything else. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Our opinion based off how we think about ourselves, how you see yourself. You know what I mean? So instead of giving everyone an opinion, oh, I think this and that, no. You need to sit down and look at yourself. Because that can increase your self-esteem if you have low self-esteem. It's your opinion about yourself, meaning how you see yourself, what you think about yourself. You know what I mean? The stuff that you think you can do, the stuff that you think you can make happen, whether you're working, choices, how to make like important choices, you know, big choices and moving forward. You have to sit down and look within yourself, and obviously you have to know who you are and what you're interested in. I always say this, if you guys don't know by then, you'll never figure it out now. So your opinion about yourself matter the most. And let me tell you something. If somebody say have bad opinion about you, the only way it can really affect you is you have to care about their opinion. The only person's opinion you need to worry about the most is yours. How you see yourself matter the most. Because let me tell you something. A person may spread rumors about you, or they may talk down on you, just to say, oh, they did this and they said this and they're mean and they're always doing this, I'm doing that. You know what you did and you know what you didn't do. So with that being said, is your opinion of you matter the most. It doesn't really matter what nobody thinks or what nobody's saying, because you know yourself. Let me tell you something. You see, when you truly know who you are, people can say get to you mentally because you know who you are. So if you have no opinions about yourself, you don't see yourself achieving nothing great, you don't see yourself making big moves, then how will you increase your self-esteem if you don't really see yourself doing anything? So you have all these bright ideas for everybody else but yourself. You can sit down and say a lot of stuff about somebody else's problem, but you can't fix your problem. You know what I mean? So with that being said, is your opinion matter the most. How you see yourself, how you think about yourself, and what you think about yourself. Stop using your time to sit down and worry about everybody else's opinion. It don't matter. You may sit down and think, oh, this person is always saying that. If it's affecting you, what somebody else say, then you care. But why aren't you worrying about your own opinion towards yourself? What you think about yourself, like I've said, matter the most. So if you think very highly of yourself, then people with, say, talking garbage about you, their opinions about you won't matter because you already think highly about yourself. And like I've said, you know what you did, you know what you didn't do, you know what you can make happen, you know what you can't make happen. So when people are talking down on you, why? You don't need to worry about it. And the reason why you have low self-esteem, that's because you listen to everyone's opinion about you. Maybe you don't know who you are. So in order for you to say, get up and make stuff happen, you need validation from everybody else. You need somebody else to say, oh, you can do this and you can, no. You need to develop self-motivation and self-confidence within yourself in order to make stuff happen. And that's how your value will increase. And when your value increase, and you will build up your self-esteem. Because you have to see yourself, not say, listen, I'm not saying you need to be better than everybody else. If that's what you think I'm saying, then you have been misguided. When You trying to be better for yourself. It's always you against you. It's never you against nobody, but people that's at the bottom always view a person that's working on themselves as a competition. Oh, they're competing with me. No, 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 no. These motivational videos that I make is for people in a mature state of mind. You understand what's happening in this world, and you understand what's going on, and you may know your purpose, and you probably know who you are. So your opinion about you matter the most. Do not use your time to worry about how nobody think of you. What they think don't matter. They may talk, let me tell you, so people will speak about you regardless, but you have to decide what exactly you want them to say about you. Because if you're doing something good, they will find something negative to say. If you become successful by the time you're 30 and you were broke throughout your 20s, they're going to say, oh, you were broke in your 20s. I know you're acting like you're better than me. People will say stuff regardless. You have to decide what opinion people have on you that you want to reach you. You have to decide which one you care about. And the one that you need to worry about the most is your opinion about yourself. Which, as I already say, what you think about yourself and how you see yourself. Now, those stuff increase your self-esteem, and people like outsiders may view it as arrogance when they can't get to you because you stand your ground and you speak up for what's right because of how you see yourself. So if you know you can do something and someone is there saying, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that, then you develop arrogance. That's how they see you. Oh, he's always arrogant. He don't want to listen to nobody and blah, 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 blah. Nobody know you the way how you know yourself. Your parents know of you. Because guess what? Your parents birth you, raise you, but eventually when you grow up and you start making choices for your life, do your parents really know who you are? You can do stuff and you can say, oh, I wasn't doing this. At that point, your parents only know of you. The only person that truly know you is you, because let me tell you something. What a person know about you is only what you allow them to know. Because you can do something and then you can say nothing and then nobody will ever know. You can steal something from the grocery store and you keep it to yourself and nobody will find out. But when your parents find, especially if your parent is like, say, rich or financially stable, and they're like, how can you do this and how can you do that and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. They don't know. So it's what you think of yourself and how you see yourself. Because people will say stuff regardless. So your opinion about you matter the most. And when you have high regards for yourself, don't worry about people thinking, oh, you're better than me and blah, 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 blah. They're just angry because you know who you are. And when they can't control you, people hate what they can't control. So if you got self-control and you make decisions pertaining to yourself and better yourself and people can't manipulate you, that's why they hate you. Because whenever somebody can't control something, they don't like it. That's just how it is. And the third step is our beliefs. What you believe in. I'm not saying mostly about religious, but what you believe that you can do. What you believe you can make happen. Because what we believe also determines who we are. So what you believe you can make happen, what you believe you can't make happen, especially if you can't see it. Because for a lot of people, they don't believe in themselves and they don't believe in stuff because they can't see it. But if you strongly believe that you can make something happen, then I need you to hold on to that. Even if you can't see it, you need to hold on to it, because guess what? If you believe in it and you think about it every day, you can turn all those stuff into reality. So if you believe one day you can become a business owner, so you have to work towards becoming a business owner. Like, you can't sit down and say, oh, I want to become something and I want to do it and I feel like I can do this and I feel like I can do that. If you're not working towards it, then you won't strongly believe that you can do it. So our beliefs about ourselves also matter the most. You have to believe in yourself, self-confidence, that you can make something happen. Because if you don't believe in yourself, your self-esteem won't increase. It won't increase. Because you're going to sit down and, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. How are you giving up before you even try? You didn't even make one step forward, but you're already criticizing yourself. Let me tell you something. Do not talk down on yourself. Do not criticize yourself. Do not hate yourself. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how much value you have. Your self-esteem won't increase if you don't believe that you can make something happen. If you think you're just waking up every day by day, sitting down, walking around, blah, 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 blah. If you want to be an average type of person, then that's okay. If you want to increase your self-esteem, then you need to strongly believe in something. Not because it's not there, meaning you can't make it happen. And a lot of people view the world like that. If they don't see it, they don't believe in it. Because let's say you see me. And I say, oh, I have, say, this, or I have that. If you don't see it, because some people are like that. When you don't have valid proof to show them, then they won't believe in it until they see it. But let me tell you something. Not because a person don't have valid proof, meaning it's not real. Because if you believe in something, then it becomes real. If you don't believe in something, it'll never be real. So if you don't believe that you can make something happen, then it will never happen because you don't strongly believe in it. So if you don't believe in something, how you expect to make it happen? If you don't believe that you can, say, do something or achieve something, then how you expect you're going to get it? You know what I mean? And if you view yourself in a certain way, then you will never achieve nothing because you don't believe that you can get it. That's like, say, you're going for your driver's license and you're like, oh, I think I'm going to fail. You don't believe that you can pass it on your first try. So guess what? When you go do your road test, you went in already fail yourself because you believe that you can't do it. So you go in, you fail yourself, and you gave yourself closure before you even started. So that way, when you fail, you can say, oh, I know I was about to fail. Understand? That's just how it is. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can do it. Not because you don't see it, meaning it's not possible. Not because you don't see the signs, that means it's not real. You have to start in order to see it. If you say you want to become a social media influencer, you have to start posting videos. You want to become a YouTuber, depending on what you want to do, you have to start in order to see it clearly. If you don't see it clearly, then that means because you don't start. You never started. If you're racing, say, someone, how will you see? You can't see the finish line if you never run. You know what I mean? If you didn't say mark, set, go, and you didn't say running all the way, how you expect to see the finish line? You won't see the finish line because you never started. You know what I mean? So until you're there running, and then you get closer and closer and closer to the finish line, that's when you can see the finish line. But if you never started, like say they say mark, set, go, and then you stuck there and you didn't want to run, then you stand up, you'll never see the finish line because you never started. If you understand what I'm saying. Because you don't believe that you can come first. So I don't know what the problem is. But in order to develop your self-esteem, you have to believe that you can make it happen. If you believe you can do it, then that makes it real. Do not be those type of people that they think, oh, if I don't have 100% valid proof, then I can't do it. Oh, if I don't have $1 million in my account, then I can't become a millionaire. Oh, if I don't have this, then I can't become a business owner. Like, people spend way too much time worry about what they have now instead of starting and making moves in order to get something. Do not worry about what you have now. You need to put work in and focus on how to achieve more, because your achievements increase your self-esteem. So if you don't truly believe that you can make something happen, like I've said, it'll never happen. So I hope this message was useful for some of you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. I will be back doing more stuff. You go enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I post daily on them.